असतो मा सद्गमय.
Hello, today we will learn how to find all the zeros of a polynomial using given zeros of the same. This is from CBSE Standard 10th Maths Chapter 2 Polynomials. Let's learn this with an example. Find all the zeros of negative 3x raised to 3 plus 2x raised to 4 minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2 if you know that two of its zeros are square root of 2 and negative square root of 2. This means we have been given two zeros of these polynomials and we have to find other zeros. To solve this question, you must know meaning of zeros of a polynomial, division of a polynomial, and factorization of a polynomial. Before we learn how to solve this question, I would like to update you about the certain topics of this chapter. We will take one example. Suppose we are having polynomial of x that is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6, and if I inform you that negative 2 is a zero of this polynomial, so I hope you understand the meaning of zero. It means if we substitute the value of x with this negative 2, we will get the value of polynomial as 0. That's why we can say that x is equal to negative 2 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. We know if any number is a 0 for this polynomial, then relationship with x. So here in this case negative 2 is a 0, so x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. Now please pay attention towards the word factor. Let's say 3 and 5 are factors of 15, so that we can show the 15 as 3 times 5. It's so simple, but try to understand the logic. If I divide 15 with 3, that is one of its factor, and if I get 0 as remainder, then you can say that the quotient here it is 5, which is the another factor of that dividend, and we can show the relationship of this divisor and quotient with the help of multiplication. That means if I divide x square plus 5x plus 6 with one of its factor x plus 2, and in case I get remainder as 0, then this quotient will be the another factor of this. So here you can say from 0 we are talking about here the highest degree is 2. That's why there could be at most 2 zeros of this polynomial, and therefore we can write down p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6, that is equal to multiplication of its factors, that is x plus 2, and multiply by this quotient. And here from this 0, if you have found factor, from this factor you can find the 0. I hope you have understand the logic. Let's go back to our problem. Now, if you look at the equation or said polynomial, that is negative 3x cubed plus 2x raised to 4 minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2. if we study the power of variable, that is power of x, here you can see it is 3, here it is 4, here it is 2 and 1. So the very basic step is to rearrange given polynomial into the descending order of power. That means we have to rewrite our polynomial as 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 2. Therefore, here you can see 4, 3, 2, 1. After rearranging, our question becomes find all the zeros of 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 2. If you know that two of its zeros are square root of 2 and negative square root of 2. Here our polynomial p of x is 2x raised to power 4 minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 2. We have been already given two of the zeros, that is root 2 and negative root 2. Now we have learned with the help of example seen in the beginning of this lesson that if these two are zeros, then x is equal to root 2 and x is equal to negative root 2. In fact, you can check out whether these values are really zeros of the polynomial or not just by substituting the value of x as root 2 and negative root 2. X minus root 2 and x plus root 2 are the factors of p of x. Here the word factors you can understand very well with the concept we have discussed in the beginning of the video. Now when we say x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 are the factors of px, we have already seen that we can write down this polynomial with the multiplication of these factors, so that we can write down p of x is equal to x minus root 2 multiplied by x plus root 2. And one more important thing, if you look at the highest degree of polynomial, here it is 4, so we will have at most 4 zeros for this polynomial, so there may be 4 factors you can say. That means another 2 more factors will be there which we need to find out. And as we know, if we divide this polynomial with x minus root 2 and x plus root 2, which is equal to x square minus 2, then we will get remainder as 0 and the quotient which will be our factor. Here we will perform division of polynomial, which you have already learned in your previous class. Those who want to learn division of polynomial, please kindly watch our video division of polynomial by another polynomial, CBSE Standard 9th Maths. Here we have just divided the polynomial and got the factors, but our ultimate goal is to find out all the zeros. So if you look at this multiplication of quotient and divisor, that is x square minus 2, we have already been written that for 2 of the zeros, but here 2x square minus 3x plus 1, we have to factorize this thing. So factorization of this 2x square minus 3x plus 1, you can say 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1. We have split the middle term. We have splitted the middle term, and now taking out the common of 2x, x minus 1, minus 1 times x minus 1, and here again we will have x minus 1 and 2x minus 1. As we have discussed, x square minus 2 is already been written on behalf of x minus 2 root 2 and x plus root 2, and these two more new factors we got, that is x minus 1 and 2x minus 1. So on the basis of this, we can say x is equal to positive root 2, x is equal to negative root 2, x is equal to 1, and x is equal to 1/2. Whereas these two are zeros already given to us, and these two, x is equal to 1 and 1/2, we have found after doing this much calculation. So the other zeros of a polynomial are 1 and 1/2. This is our answer. Let's see how to write in an exam. I hope you have understood. Thanks for watching.
असतो मा सद्गमय